Hello and all, welcome to a Galaxy Man Show interview show. So for today's guest is this incredible actress who's in this new film release called PHarm, and her name is Aimee Stolte. So I'm about to give her an ad into the live now. She plays a character called Gemma in PHarm. Definitely worth the check out. It's such an incredible film, so yeah, definitely worth the check out. So I'm about to give Aimee an ad into the live now, and yeah, have a chat with Aimee. Hello,
Hello.
how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good. My first official live Instagram
Instagram Live.
interview.
Nice.
I was like, okay, how do I do this?
Yeah, the way of technology these days.
Right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Well, it's a pleasure having you on my show, Aimee. You are
Pleasure to be here.
sideways, by the way.
I'll hold my phone.
Awesome. Okay, so to people that don't know who you are as a person, if you can just give a brief of who you are, and then I'll dive right into the questions.
Okay. Real quick, my name is Aimee Stolte, and I'm a Canadian and US actress is mainly what I do. And I live in Los Angeles, California, where it's hot today. And I have been pursuing acting in film and some television down here for the past 6 years.
Awesome.
So,
So, so for my first question, Aimee, we'll dive right into the questions. So for my first question, you're in this new incredible film release called PHarm, and you play one of the incredible villains in the series, in the film called Gemma.
yes.
What was the experience like filming PHarm and playing Gemma?
Okay, so, well, filming PHarm, I mean, it was fun. It was super fun. I loved the script. It's got all the horror stuff as well as a lot of comedy in it. It was cold because there was a lot of overnights in a cornfield. And even with wardrobe, when we were picking out the amazing Lisa Bird, when we were picking out my wardrobe, I got to have a say in it. And I was like, God, that's so awesome, so fun and pink and everything. And then at 3 a.m. in the morning in the middle of a cornfield, I was kind of like, okay, this was a little bit less clothing than probably I could have used at this point. As far as Gemma goes, she's definitely one of my favorite characters. She, all the kind of psycho stuff aside, some of the things that I love about her personally are her sense of playfulness and childlikeness, which I got to get out. You have to be kind of serious sometimes these days, and it's really fun to play. And the other side is her, for lack of a better word, feminist approach to things. She's growing up, she's kind of in a man's world with her brothers and her dad. And they're all these big brutes.
Oh, yeah.
And so she's like, I got to make my statement. So I really like that about her too. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. You actually kind of gave me the feeling of kind of like a Harley Quinn kind of a feel with Gemma.
Yeah. Okay. So I was thinking that even in reading the script, I was like, oh, she's got this like kind of oddball out there, like really enjoying this in a childlike way. At the same time, purposefully, whether it was a good choice or not, I don't know. But I actually, because all the Suicide Squad and all that was coming out around the same time that we were filming. And I purposely didn't watch any of that or look up any Harley Quinn stuff because I didn't want to copycat anything or get that in my head. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, well, what part of Gemma do I come from? But yeah, she's really fun that way too. I think she's a twist on the Harley Quinn thing. Yeah.
Awesome. So for my next question, if PHarm could get a sequel, what next would you want to see from Gemma?
From Gemma, I would like to see her come into her own a little bit more and do a like really almost grow in the family business as to more of a matriarch, because she's got her dad is a patriarch, her mom's, I don't want to spoil anything, but right away, it's in the beginning. But her mom's not around, and I'd like to see her grow more into matriarch of the family. I think she's got what it takes. I think she's smart. I think she's kind of got it all in a lot of ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for my next question, for people that haven't seen the movie yet,
Yeah.
why should people watch Fifa?
Okay, so let me make this as succinct as possible. I think that we know it doesn't take itself seriously, but it fulfills a lot of the horror tropes and fits the horror genre, and has, you know, a specific amount of gore and things like that that is always fun to have in there. But the dynamics of the family and even the dynamics of the kids that come into the corn maze are really fun to watch, and I think that it's got just such a great sense of humor to it. I think people will be pleasantly surprised by the balance.
Awesome. So for my next question, you're actually in this other incredible film that I watched yesterday. That was Battlestar Wars. What was that?
Yes.
What was that experience like playing a space pirate named Ajax?
I know, a space pirate. I saw that and I was like, I gotta be another badass.
Oh man, you were a badass in it.
Yeah, I get so much fun out of those roles. I'm kind of sort of goofy a little bit in real life, so
Who isn't goofy?
Yeah, Battlestar Wars was incredibly fun. Building in that genre, I hadn't really done a sci-fi like that before, and that kind of world and in space and all that kind of stuff. I really do enjoy kind of playing, you know, kind of not a fish out of water, but the rogue kind of rebellious characters, I guess you could say, who kind of go their own path. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, whatever team they're on. They really like to kind of go their own way and make their own rules and that kind of thing. So yeah, it was really fun doing that. The director, James Thomas, that was my second time working with him, which is always just a blast. Like, I can't say good enough things about him. Yeah, so it was really fun. And I mean, the crew and everything. And I always seem to be surrounded by really big guys.
Oh man, there was some big brutal dudes in Battlestar Wars.
Great. I know. Ross Forte, man, 6'7".
Oh yeah,
he's known as like the Viking.
Yeah.
And he is. Yeah, he's amazing. It's super fun.
Well, you guys all killed it. Like, the whole cast in Battlestar Wars, you guys were all incredible. And I actually, like, it actually reminded me of an old series that I actually was like create web series and stuff. And it reminded me of my character, Jon Stark, a bit like with your character, like of a rogue, how you mentioned. It kind of reminded me of that. So I was like, oh man, I love this character. So yeah,
you did so awesome. I'm so glad.
And so for my next question, the stunt work like for Battlestar Wars?
For Battlestar Wars?
Yeah.
I didn't have too much. Some of the others, I mean, some of those actors were already knew some stunt choreography and are really good at that. The stunt choreographer Mario Roca, who actually plays Andy in PHarm. He was a stunt coordinator in Battlestar Wars, and he does a bang up job with the cast. He's really good at making things fun and interesting, and workable with people depending on where they're at in their own training choreographically. And then of course, working with talented camera people like Dante Yor was the DP on that. And director James Thomas, he loves action and that kind of thing. They really know how to do the camera work around it and set the stage. So yeah, that's what that was like.
Awesome. So for my next question, if Battlestar Wars could get a sequel, what next would you want to see from Ajax?
From Ajax? I want to see her build her own empire. That's what I want to see.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I don't know what side I care that she's on, whether it's like the quote unquote good or bad side. Just her own side, just her own. I want to see her build her own empire. Yeah.
Oh. So, to people that haven't seen the film Battle Star Wars, why do you recommend Battle Star Wars for people to see?
Oh, I think if you enjoy, again, like that kind of genre, space, space pirates, um, going after coalitions and things like that. And obviously, if you enjoy Star Wars and those kinds of films, I think it's a really fun one to watch. It's also great for the kids because it's not, PHarm is a little more
Oh yeah,
mature.
PHarm, yeah. Yep.
So it's a really good family fun movie as well. That isn't, it's got some good action and things like that, some great villains, but I don't think it's too scary. I think it hits a lot of the great notes. I think the characters are really fun in it. Really, really fun. You get a little bit of drama. You get the family drama. You get the comedy with some of the characters and stuff. I really like it. Yeah, I think that's why people should watch it. Yeah.
Awesome. So, for my next question, who inspired you as a person to get into acting in the first place?
I have never been asked that question before. I would say that there are, going way back, there's a couple of people that certainly influenced me the most. My older brother, is an actor, director. He works in Toronto with displaced community for a group called Sanctuary, and developed this whole drama program for them to, have their voices heard and that kind of thing. And since I was little, he's been into acting, and so definitely I looked up to him a lot. There's a couple plays I saw as a kid where the actresses, I just remember being like, oh, that looks so fun. And then I had a wonderful acting teacher in high school who just inspired me in a variety of artistic ways, and was one of those people that was like, hey, you can go further, you can do more, you can like go down the rabbit hole a little bit. So those are some of my initial inspirations to get into acting. I went a different route a little while in my early 20s and stuff, and then got back into acting. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. One life. Let's go for it. So
Awesome.
obviously there's movies and all kinds of actors that I'm inspired by too, but I wouldn't be able to, that's a whole thing that we'd never stop. So
Well, can I just say, Gemma, can I just say, Aimee, you're such an incredible actress. I actually could
Thanks.
see you in a Marvel or DC, as I said before. Like, you are truly talented, and you are definitely going to go super far in the future. So keep up the amazing work.
Yeah.
For my next question, onto that, what have you learned about yourself as a person during all this COVID pandemic stuff?
That mental health is really important. That taking care of oneself and is very important, but also how much certain friendships and relationships just add value when all of a sudden I can't see or hug or be in person and really feel someone else's energy, especially those you care about. Trying not to, give into fear and things like that. At the same time, take things very seriously. And it's always better to be safe, in my opinion. So those are some of the things. There's obviously been a lot going on in the world, in America. And with all that, there's some very serious stuff. I also find a lot of hope and love, even when it feels like there's not a lot. right? Um, there is, and there's a lot of truths to be discovered in oneself and in the world, for a lack of a better way of putting it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So for my next question, if you could be in any TV or movie franchise currently, what would it be and why?
Um, oh man, with the stuff that I guess I've been doing over the past couple of years, I'm super attracted to like the Marvel franchises and things like that. Um, you know, that whole realm, the comic book realm, um, is super fun. And you just get to play in a fantasy uh, that is just, I don't know, it gets to take you out for a little bit. You know what I mean? And exercise some things that you don't really exercise in real life. I prefer I'm a huge fan of The Boys. Have you seen it?
Ooh, yes. Yep.
It's like the perfect mix of dark and drama and fantasy and fun, and it's incredibly twisted. And I think it's such a wonderful package.
Yep.
I'm amazed by that show. That would be the show.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I could definitely see you in anything, like, really. As I said before, you are a truly talented and incredible actress, and you got a lot of potential in yourself. So,
Well,
yeah, as I said, you're going to definitely go far.
Yeah, it helps when you're surrounded by really talented people. And I don't say that just to be nice. Most people in this business would say the same thing, is you just got to make each other better, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So for my next question, what are the positives and negatives into the acting industry, and how do you get through those negatives, in your opinion?
Oh, I kind of learn of new ones. Sorry, because I'm holding my phone. I know I'm moving around a little bit because my arm
You're
is.
fine.
Uh, as time goes on, sometimes I discover new negatives, or challenges is probably a better way to put it. I am, as a woman in the industry, there is a lot of stuff around ageism and things like that. But that being said, you know, I know I've heard other women be scared to turn 30 because they're just, or turn 25 even, because they're like, oh no, am I aging out of my category? Am I this? And it breaks my heart because it's such a backwards view and such an objectified view. And there are so many amazing women and actresses and women in authoritative positions who have really paved the way, in particular in Hollywood. I mean, you look at Charlize Theron, right? Or
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but she's completely, over the past years, become this mega badass, which, I mean, she always was,
Yeah.
but no one cares about her age. You know what I mean? You look at shows like The Good Wife. Those women are all over 40, some in their 50s and 60s, and they're sexual, powerful women. So there used to be old sayings about after 35, actresses age out and things like that. And I just think these women have just there's just too many to mention the incredible things that they've done for the rest of us who aren't A-list, trying to come up in the rungs and do the work and just work as much as we can and have fun and meet great people and do great projects and that kind of thing. So that's a major challenge that I see being overcome, which I love.
Yeah.
There are other challenges, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know, different roles challenge you different ways and things like that. Living in LA, balancing like when's my next job coming and just all that normal stuff. but yeah.
Awesome. So for my very last question, so what new projects are you currently working on that you would like to announce on the show?
Well, currently due to COVID, actually I do have a current one. I don't think I can announce it yet.
Okay.
I'm really excited about it. It's a dark thriller drama. And it hits some very, very important themes. And I think it deals with them really delicately, but very in your face in a way as it should be. I'm really excited for my character in it. And I think I'll get to explore some really new parts of myself that I'll learn. But I don't think I'm really allowed to talk about it yet. So I'll talk about it when I can. Good. So that'll be filming safely soon. With COVID, everything is a little difficult, as most people know. I do have another film coming out, which of course I can't talk about yet. Next year. I think it'll be coming out in spring. We'll see. But I'm really excited for that one. Oh man, I wish I could talk about these things. I will be posting on my Instagram the moment I'm allowed to post on my Instagram. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, can I just say thank you so much, Aimee, for coming onto my show. It really means a lot. Everyone definitely go support Aimee. She's such a truly incredible actress. And yeah, definitely go check out PHarm. It's definitely worth the check out. So definitely check it out and check out all the other projects. So yeah, thank you so much, Aimee, again. And yeah.
Thank you.
We should totally do this. It's only an hour away.
No, my car. I'm low on gas.
Yeah, and drinking. It's way too good to pass up.
It's gonna be crazy. Jesus, man.
Welcome to PHarm. For your safety and that of others, we ask you to abide by a few simple rules.
Is everything okay?
You get to visit our VIP maze experience.
How would you and your friends like to experience the VIP maze? You finish under 2 hours, you'll win $5,000.
Not pumpkin money or something?
Let's go for a ride.
Come on, strap in. Safety first, people.
Now, you don't think I was gonna make it that easy, do you?
Cool.
I'm not ready to die. I'm so sorry I brought you guys here.
Just, can we try, for the love of God, keep the mess down? Laundry ain't cheap.
All personnel, welcome to Haven. We want a planet of our own and we're not turning back, not when we're this close.
Where am I going?
It's limitless resource and power. We can't let the Coalition find it.
Attention, enemies of the Coalition. This is Lord Mallister.
We got company.
You have 24 hours to surrender the planet.
The only way out of this is to fight.
Two of you with me.
Where is my daughter?
She's on board an escape pod headed towards the planet.
Strap in.
To what?
The deadline has expired.
We're out of time.
Prepare for surrender.
Help her, now.
Get to the base. Watch as I obliterate this planet.
What Haven needs right now is a protector.
War against the Coalition is a fight you cannot win.
Anyone who can hear me, attack! Get your asses in the air and fight to save your planet!
In 3, 2, 1.